One of the best ways to explore the Smoky Mountains, besides ziplining of course, is to go for a hike. There are more than 800 miles of hiking trails in the national park, from frozen waterfalls in the winter to wildflowers in the spring. There are always beautiful sights to be seen when you go hiking in the Smoky Mountains. Smoky Mountain National Park is the most visited national park in the United States. It's also the salamander capital of the world. And the smokiness is created by plants. There are over 1,500 bears that live in the park, and Clingman's Dome is the highest point. The area is known for its wildflowers, autumn colors, waterfalls, and black bears. It's also known for the blue-colored mist that hangs over the mountain peaks and valleys. It looks like smoke and gave the area its name. Today, we are exploring the great Smoky Mountain National Park. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park is the most visited national park in America. In 2019, the park welcomed over 12 million visitors. That's over twice as much as the second most visited national park, the Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona, and the park is currently home to 20,203 species. The Smoky Mountains are rich in history. In fact, more than 90 historic structures have been preserved or rehabilitated by the park. These include houses, barns, churches, schools, and even grist mills. The best places to see some of these structures are Cades Cove and along the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. The best time to visit the Great Smoky Mountains National Park are in the summer, June, July, and August, and in the fall. July is the busiest month of the summer season, while October weekends draw those in search of autumn foliage. Great Smoky Mountains boast over 2,000 miles of streams and rivers and precipitation levels that match that of a temperate rainforest. The result? Over 100 waterfalls and cascades to discover within the park borders. About half the days in the winter have high temperatures of 50 degrees or more. Highs occasionally even reach the 70s. Most nights have lows at or below freezing, but lows can reach 20 degrees. You could potentially find many natural gifts the Great Smoky Mountains can share, like ruby, sapphire, topaz, emerald, amethyst, rose and smoky quartz, and so much more. The Great Smoky Mountains are a sub-range of the Blue Ridge Mountain system. Thus, the Great Smokies are the Blue Ridge Mountains, but not all of the Blue Ridge Mountains are the Smoky Mountains. The Great Smoky Mountains stretch from Tennessee into North Carolina, where they intersect with the Blue Ridge Mountains. If you've ever wondered if there was gold found in the Smoky Mountains, you may believe the story of Perry Schultz and the lost Smoky Mountain gold mine. Somewhere in the upper Greenbrier Cove near Webb Creek, during the time of the Civil War, Schultz discovered a shallow streak of pure gold on the ground. Elevations in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park range from 850 feet to more than 6,500 feet. The altitude change is similar to what you would find if you drove north or south across the eastern United States. The national park is absolutely free for all visitors. Thanks for coming along with us today on Smoky Mountain Travel TV. And we'll be seeing you in the Smokies. Why don't you join our family and subscribe today? Thanks much for being with us.